Hello, everyone. I'm going to wait a moment for everyone to join in. Hi, Georgia. Hi, Trudy. Hi, Renee. Oh, good. Good, Renee. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, no. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. Hi, everyone. Hello, my friends. So I hope that you guys got a chance to watch Ken, my dear friend Ken from Ken's Creations, and Sean. We're just doing an amazing expose, as I will say, using my foils and my products from Decafoil. So in lieu of them using them, I wanted to use some of the items too. So, well, thank you, Gail. First and foremost, I promised you guys, and it's linked below, that I would show you something very special to me. And I wanted to show you guys first before the email went out, because I wanted you guys to all have your chance to get it first. So I told you guys a quick story last night about how my sister got married 3-4 years ago now on 12/13/14, and she wore this beautiful, 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 beautiful necklace. And hello, Mama Madge. Hello, Wilda. Hello, Joy. Hello, Kim. So he's still live, Kim. So she wore this beautiful, beautiful necklace, and I surprised her this year, and I designed it in the emulation of hers to bring it to an affordable price, because all of her friends loved it, absolutely loved it. And I wanted to make it affordable so that anyone, she did freak out, Kim, she very much did. So it's called Heather Snowflake because my sister's name is Heather, and it's available now. So this is what the packaging looks like. And I want to show you because it looks almost identical to the one that she wore. So you can see here that it's very, very sparkly. It's actually much more sparkly under these lights than I thought that it was going to be. So it's very, very pretty. It has obviously crystals in it. They're not diamonds. My sister's was diamonds, but I did this one so it would be a little bit more cost effective for you. I love snowflakes too, Mama Madge. So it has these beautiful stones in it. And again, I designed it to emulate the one that she wore on her wedding day. So this is what it looks like. We do have them in store. You can also purchase them, of course, online at Brutus Monroe. Thank you, Wilda. At brutusmonroe.com, but it's very, very sparkly, and I was so excited to be able to create it for her. So there it is. And yes, $24.99 is the price point, which is about 1/10 of what the cost was for her real one. But again, I wanted to be able to make it very, very, very affordable. So this is, oh yes, Karen, yeah, it's on our cash wrap. So yes, so this I designed for my sister. So now you can get the same necklace, I guess, that she wore on her wedding day. But it was just very important to me because I wanted to design something for her, because we do have a Heather ink that I named after her, but her wedding day was really, really special. And like I said, I was privileged to walk her down the aisle, and I wanted to design something that would remind me of that day. So what better way than to design a necklace in the likeness of the one she wore on her wedding day. So excited. So excited. Oh, she did her toucans today. Good, 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 good. So today what we're going to do is we're going to play around with some of the fairy box. Now, I'm going to preface this real quick before any of you guys potentially make a purchase of the Heather's Snowflake necklace. So we found 2 inspiration boxes. Now, I don't have the full inspiration box here to show you the entire contents of the inspiration box, but I'm going to preface this real quick. After everything was said and done and all of them were sent out, we found 2 of them. So in the event that you wanted one of these Fairy Garden inspiration boxes, and you wanted one of these Fairy Garden inspiration boxes real bad and you didn't get it, because there was quite a few of you on the website that was waiting for it, that unfortunately couldn't get it because it sold out super, super quick. We have 2 available. So if you want it, and you really, really want it, which I know a lot of you guys did, go and grab it. There was an email that went out a little bit earlier today, but again, we did not broadcast it out to the world that it was available, just because there was only 2. And of course, I wanted to share with my dear friends here. So yes, and the stencil and the paper pads are fully in. So everything shipped today. Thank goodness, because this stencil, you guys have been cuckoo. They're fully stocked now. So they're shipping as soon as you order them. Okay, so this is what the Fairy Garden stencil looks like. Now, if you guys have watched, watched me do this before, this is the ThermoWeb. This is the ThermoWeb transfer gel. And what I did was I put the transfer gel through the stencil, and now what we're going to do is we're going to foil it. Now, I did this on our brand new Macchiato cardstock because I wanted for it to have a really, really cool dark background for what I'm fixing to do tonight with this card. And then this was an add-on, and this is in low. I think this is in a very low stock. I don't even know what we call it. It's a red. It turns red on the website on our end when it gets to there, but that's where it's at right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Tide Pool foil, which is just absolutely stunning, and we're going to do it on this Macchiato cardstock, because as you'll probably note, the Macchiato cardstock is very dark. And just checked, only emails I got today about the fairy box add-ins and must trays being restocked. Okay, well then yours most likely shipped, Trudy. I know yours shipped today because I actually saw her package them myself. I was sitting down in the warehouse while they were packaging them. So you should have gotten an email. I would double check and make sure that your email is correct on your account. Because I know that there was actually I think 82 that went out today. 82 that went out today just with the stencils. Okay, so this is has already been pre-done because it takes a little bit for it to dry. So we're going to cut this down to let's see. So let's just cut this down first. I would myself if I could. Yes, I want to foil myself with the 2. Believe me, I do. I certainly do. I would try to. I would if I could. Believe me, I would if I could. Oh, you didn't get the fairy? I'm not sure. It's there was a whole bunch that went out today, so I'm not 100% certain. They go out automatically, so I'm not sure. Okay, so we'll cut this down to 4 1/4. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because that's the size of our card front. And then we're going to run this through the laminator. So let me pop this to the side. And I'm going to do something I think really fun with the sorry, I got caught off guard because I'm cutting down some foil. Also with the paper, because the paper has been super popular too, and I want to show you guys just some different options on what you can do with these products, of course. All right, so let me put my Tide Pool down. Let me grab my laminator. Oh, here we go. I had it off to the side so that it wasn't taking up the whole frame. And let's go ahead and pop this all in here. So, of course, you do pretty side up or shiny side up, pretty side up, dull side down. Place everything in there. I give it a little tap, and then we run it on through. Hello, Sandy. So we're going to run that on through. Now, we're also going to be using some of the paper. Now, this paper I'm just absolutely in love with. I think we'll use this one tonight. we'll use this one tonight. We're going to do some stamping and some coloring as well. So I hope you guys are in it for the long haul tonight because we're going to do some stamping and some coloring as well. And I'm going to turn off my, this is the Royal Sovereign. The Royal Sovereign. You will get it by, they're all going out this week, so by tomorrow afternoon. If you don't have it by tomorrow afternoon, give us a holler. Give us a holler. Give us a holler. Okay, so here's the reveal, which is always the best part. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Every time. And it's just so magical because, again, it's that fairy stencil is just so cool. And you can see all that texture. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. So now I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're actually going to go ahead and I love this stencil. It's one of my absolute favorites. Oh, good. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I can't wait till you guys see. Yeah, I know. That's what makes it. I think it makes it pop. That's why I wanted to do that. So when you guys see the embossing, class I have coming up too, I can't wait. I can't wait. I get so excited to do classes with you guys. Okay. Oh, it looks like we now have 1 box left. We now have 1 box left. So if you're just now joining us, when we were going through and filling the last of the orders today, we found 2 inspiration boxes. 1 is now gone. So if you wanted it, there's 1 left. There's only 1 left, just so you guys know. 1 left. And if you're watching this in the future, I don't know if there's going to be any left. I don't know if there's going to be any left. So I apologize if they're all gone. I'm just glad we had some extras, to tell you the truth. I'm just glad we had some extras. Okay. So I'm also going to be using our stitched manual and exact dates and codes will get. Perfect, Kim. Everything will be to you by tomorrow afternoon. By tomorrow afternoon. Yep, by tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so the these are our circle dies. They just came back in. A lot of you guys were looking for these. Heather, to be certain, was looking for these for a while, and I'm so glad they finally came back in because I missed them as well. So I missed having them as well. Believe me, I really, really missed having them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to. Whoops! Oh my goodness gracious! Hold on, everybody. Don't panic. Don't panic. I got it. Things are flying off my desk. My goodness. Kara lost her keyboard. Be here shortly. Okay. The word dies will be here in about 2 weeks. The first week of September, they're due to come in. And believe me, I am just as anxious as you guys are to get them. Believe me. I know that a lot of you guys pre-ordered them super early, and they are going to be available again for pre-order for everybody again. We closed pre-ordering just because we wanted to wait. We wanted to wait to see the exact date that they would come in. Now we have a date. So the pre-ordering is going to open again for you to get the full set, and Heather will be able to help you out with that very soon. She'll be able to help you out with that very soon. We're getting ready for me to go to Made It Con right now, so we've been kind of working around the clock to get that all rocking and rolling. It's the watercolor. This set is awesome too. Yeah, the Watercolor Galaxy, it's coming back though. Don't worry, it's coming back. It's just taking a little while. That's all. It's just taking a little while. That's all. We have so much stuff to get back in stock. Oh my goodness gracious. We have so much stuff we're working on getting back in stock, but I can assure you that we're working on it. It's just there's a lot of things to get back in stock. That's all, my friends. Just a lot of things to get back in stock. But we're working on it. We're working really, my goodness, almost around the clock to get this stuff in for you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my Spellbinders Platinum 6, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this circle die out. And the cool thing is it leaves the stitching on the inside, not on the outside. So you can still use this as a regular, everyday. Should check out Lands and they have a lunchbox. Oh my goodness, I need one. I need one. Land's End, actually, funny that you would mention that, Kim. A lot of Land's End stuff I really love, and I was so fortunate because if any of you guys have been to the store, Land's End at Sears was going out of business. Well, the whole Sears was going out of business, and a lot of the things that we have at the Brutus Monroe store, like fixtures and stuff, are from Land's End. So I was very, very fortunate when they were going out of, Hello, Kaylee. I was very, very fortunate whenever they were going out of business because a lot of our fixtures are from Land's End. Yes, Kim, a ton of our fixtures are from Land's End. I was so excited because I love you hit the nail right on the head. I love Land's End and I love their designs. I really do. Okay, so you can see, I'm hoping you can see, do you see that stitch line that's on there? It's going to try to pick up the shininess behind it. There we go. See how cool that stitch line is on there? So it's going to do that directly on your paper as well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to place this on here. So you just see those beautiful fairies sticking out. Now, if you wanted to make this a shaker card, you absolutely could. We are not in this case. We are going to create, we're going to make this kind of 3D, very, very 3D, because I want this to be, you know, kind of a mythical like land is what we're kind of creating here. So I want to show you how you can kind of layer and create really, really, really cool. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, my friend. We can take this and make kind of like a really cool mythical kind of funky and different land. So basically the idea behind this card, and I'm adding a lot of foam adhesive, so don't mind me. I always use a ton because if I'm going to send this through the mail on different planes, so for instance, things are going to be further away, also closer, if that makes sense. Oh, and it looks like I think the second box is gone. So thank you to whomever ordered those boxes. I appreciate it. But just so you know, all of the items are still available if you just search Fairy Garden. You can still get the all of the Fairy Garden items. Hi, Adam. So I'm just going to head on in here and continue zhuzhing these little pieces off. This is the worst part of my job because I can't. You did, Dee. Good. And also a thank you to everyone that that's purchasing the Heather necklace. I certainly do appreciate that. That was my first real stab at designing jewelry. And yes, the glitter glaze is back. Wait till you see the new colors we have coming. Heather's going to yell at me. I won't share any secrets. I'm not going to, my lips are sealed, but just know that I'm up to something. I'm up to something. I am up to something is all I will say. Just know that I'm up to something. Hello, my Kara. The oval and rectangles are on their way. It's taken a little while. Make sure you put your email in for the out of stock notifier, and it will notify you right away as soon as it comes back in. We actually, oddly enough, if you can believe it, we got like, I think 14 products back in today. If you guys have been waiting for the 6x6 cargo sleeves, which I believe we're the only one, I believe we're the only ones that have the 6x6 configuration that'll fit your stencils and your 6x6 stamps. They're back in stock now. The original size is back in stock now. So all of those goodies are back in stock, which is exciting. Really, really exciting. The watercolor paper we're working on. We are working on. Yes, the mist trays are back, but I don't know for how long, Trudy. I don't know for how long, because I can tell you that those are a hot commodity. They're a very hot commodity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang, and this might seem a little bit crazy to you, but I'm going to hang some of these vines in the background, because this is how I had intended for these vines to work whenever we first when we first found them. I'm very fortunate because Kathy, whom I'm not sure if you guys know, but Kathy does all of our subscription boxes, and she is incredible. She has, in just the short time, well, it's actually not been that short now, I guess, that she's been working with us. But in the time that she's been working with us, she has somehow figured out a way to figure out the way my crazy mind works. So she finds things before I can even think of them. And she's like, Christopher, this would be perfect. And I'm like, you are right. Let's go. So she's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. Oh no, Kayla, you might have to restart. You might have to restart. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this little vine on, and then when I flop it over, hopefully it will make sense to you. So I'm going to flop it over, and now look at how cool those vines are. So they're 3D. They give the idea of it being kind of, I mean, it's really different. It's really unique. I think it's just really, really cool having those vines hanging in there. And there really are like hanging down through there. So now what we do is we take one of our, thank you, Kara. I like to add, it makes it look a little bit more, I don't know what the word would be. It makes it look a little bit more nature-y. It's a nature fairy pole dance. Well, there you go, Kim. Listen, you live your best life. You live your best life. She said it is a nature fairy pole dance. Well, there you go. Whatever floats your boat. There you go. Listen, is it gonna be that kind of night? Is it gonna be that kind of night? Is it gonna be that kind of night? I guess. All right. Well, that just set the mood. Here we go. It's going to be that kind of a night, I guess. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the Not Your Mama's cardstock, and I'm going to use the Not Your Mama cardstock only on cards. Okay, all right, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down ever so slightly, and I'm going to use the Not Your Mama's because it's going to hold up really, really well to the coloring that we're fixing to do. So I wanted to get some cardstock that's going to be really, really thick and really, really give us a really, really awesome base, if that makes sense. So let me grab my, oh my goodness, things are flying again. Shocker. I know you're all shocked. And I'm going to grab, oh no, what's going on, Kara? I didn't know that you weren't feeling well. I must have missed that when the chat was going 75,000 miles an hour. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place this little fairy house there on my mat, and I'm going to take some Detail Raven ink, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that onto there. This one was just recently re-inked, so it's nice and juicy. Oh no. I'm sorry, Kara. See, she won't tell me that kind of stuff because she knows that I get worried. She won't tell me that stuff because she knows I'll get worried. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp this down. And I think 2 stamps is good. Just like I don't tell her stuff because I know she'll get worried about me. I do the same thing. I do the same thing. Okay. Sorry, my sister just texted me, so I had to text her back real quick. She was asking about her necklace and if they were ready, because she's excited because she wants to give it to some of her friends. So, all right, so let me move the lights down a little bit so that it makes it a little bit easier for us to color this. So I'm going to grab a water brush. And one thing you might not know about the Brutus Monroe Not Your Mama's cardstock is that it's ultra, ultra smooth, which means that you are able to watercolor on it. And it watercolors really well. So I'm going to take my new Arteza case here. I'm not going to be able to get it on camera, so I apologize. You did. I'll show it one more time, Carol. Hold on. Let me grab it. It's right over here. So this is what the Heather necklace looks like. And if anybody else came in later, I designed a necklace that matches. It was the necklace that my sister wore on her wedding day. So it's called Heather's Snowflake. And there we got a really good zoom. And it's just very, 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 very sparkly. Very, very pretty. So yeah, so there it is. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I was really excited about it. Really excited about it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to start to color this in a little bit, and hopefully it'll zoom itself out. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, so let's see if it's going to zoom. It's because of the lighting. There we go. Somehow I'm going to get this lighting underway at some point. I just need more light. That's the issue. And it could be a little bit of the camera too. Okay, so because the camera likes to try to pick up as much light as it possibly can. All right, so I'm going to go in with the Arteza pens. And I'm just going to ever so gently add in some color. Then I'm going to come in with my water brush. And I'm going to, oh, it would help if the water brush had water coming out of it. I just had to start it a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of water, and then I'm going to come back in with the brush so that it waters it down quite a bit. And there we go. So it's kind of like a water to brush technique. So you add water to it, and then it's only going to go into the areas in which you're actually coloring, which I just love. So we're using a brighter, I do like the case. I do. Christopher, one day you should do necklaces of your city snow globe. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I can't wait until you see, I can't wait until you guys see what I have up my sleeves that I just ordered. Might be something for your tree if you celebrate Christmas. Might be something for your tree. So stay tuned. It might be something for your tree if you celebrate Christmas. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead on in. I'm going to add in, hello, Linda. I'm going to go ahead and add in some more of the color. And again, there's still some water on my brush. And remember, the Not Your Mama's cardstock can take quite a bit of liquid. It just might be able to go on your Christmas tree. It just might. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead on in and I'm going to add some of this darker brown. And again, create your own ending with this. You can add in whatever colors you want. I mean, this is a fairy garden, so it's really up to you. It's really, truly up to you. So I'm going to go ahead on in and add a little bit more of this. That's very true. Very, very true, Kara. Very, very true. I've always had something up my sleeve, and that's, I think, half the fun of it, is I'm always up to something. I'm always up to something. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and add in some of these browns. And again, I'm not going to add any water because I don't think the water is necessary right now because we want a full flush of color. Full flush of color. So the markers are going to kind of mix themselves, which is really, really cool. So this is, in my mind, this is what would be, you know, land. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and I'm going to add a little bit of water because this water is just going to activate everything, and then I can kind of watercolor in again. So it's completely up to you. As I always say, and as you know, create your own ending. Please do a purple what? I missed what you were talking about, Trudy. Hello, Angela. I believe there's more of the stamps. There's more pretty much everything in the box except for a couple of things. Like I know the gems are sold out. There's a couple of things that are sold out in the box, or else we would have just made more boxes. We would have just made more boxes. You're working on a mechanical owl. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yes, it could be like a geo. Absolutely, Adam. That's a really good idea, actually. That's a really good idea. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to do some some pink. I have purple on the mind now. Some pink mushrooms. There we go. Whoops, one of my little brushes. And then we're going to do a bluebird, of course. Yes. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you, thank you. I'm I'm the luckiest guy in the world to have a line with ThermoWeb. I really am. I say that all the time. Oh my goodness, Sue just snuck right on in. These are the Artezas, Sue. They're my absolute favorite. They hands down rival, hands down in my book, in my very personal and, as you can imagine, very humble opinion. You could put water down and then color. You can do whatever you would like. You can do whatever you would like. So these little stars, I'm just adding a little bit. You can do whatever you would like. You can really, that's one of the things I love about the Artezas, because you can really create your own editing with them. You really can. Because you can go in and, like, for instance, I'm going to go in with a little bit of this brown and add in a little bit of brown, and then I can come back in with the pink. Now, I'm not going to do too much heavy shading tonight because we'll be here all night, because if anybody's watched any of my shading videos in the past, I get a little overzealous with it. So yeah, the Artezas, if there's any brush marker, Sue, out there for you to get, and they have a great price, a great price. And I just got a case for them, so that's why I've been using them a lot. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to do some light shading. And again, remember, these are a real brush, so you can really be light-handed and add quite a bit of shading that you know, you normally would have to have water for, because it's a real true brush, which is really, really cool. So, all right, so we just added in our shading there. I'll have to get you in my Instagram. Yes, please send it to Heather. Please send it to Heather. Please, so that I can check it out, because I would love that. All right, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do these flowers here. They do flow really well. I'm going to add a little bit of judgment here. Now, the only problem is sometimes you have to pull out some of the brushes. It doesn't hurt anything, but sometimes you do have to pull out some of the brushes, and that's the only thing you just have to be mindful of. You want to pull out the brushes before you get too crazy, because then you can definitely run into an issue. So now I'm going to grab my scissors. Now I have to see, this is the problem. I get this big, gorgeous, fabulous case, and I'm just setting the pens on top of it. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm going to put these back in the case, because if I don't, I am going to lose them. I got this big fancy case that was only $18, but still, it's a fancy case nonetheless. And I need to put my markers back into it, because this is how we lose our markers, right? Because I'll set them on the desk, and then they'll fly off of it. And I know you all have this problem too. I mean, I can't be the only one. I know you guys have the same issues, that things fly off your desk, and then all of a sudden, poof, they're missing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my scissors. Style File. We sell Style File. We're actually waiting on a shipment of them, because they go real quick whenever we get them in. We sell the Style File markers. Yep, at Brutus Monroe, BrutusMonroe.com. If you just click on the tab that says alcohol markers, I promise you, you'll love them. I promise you, you'll love them. Yep. And the best part is, if you guys are a part of the Stamp Club or a part of any of our subscriptions, you get your discount on them. You get your discount on them. Yeah, the flush tone set should be back with the full. We're trying to get them back in time for the holidays. Trying to get them back in time for the holidays. All right, so I'm just cutting out. And again, just loosey-goosey. Doesn't have to be perfect. If Heather was here, she'd be cutting within an inch of its life, because Heather is the number one. She's the number one fussy cutter in the tri-state area. But I am not a fussy cutter. Give me a die any day of the week. But for some of these inspiration box sets, it doesn't really make sense to do the dies, but we may very well be doing dies for these soon to help me out, because my goodness. All right. Thank you to everyone that is placing your orders while I'm live. I so appreciate you guys. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take even more Pop Dots, because, I mean, you really can't have enough, if you ask me, honestly. I mean, honest to goodness. I especially the ThermoWeb ones. I love them because they're real sturdy. They're real sturdy. And Oh, Dory, oh my goodness, you came on a rough night. I apologize. Dory, normally, I apologize. Normally, they are all listed below, but I was just so enthralled. I was so enthralled with the with Ken and Sean earlier. I was watching Ken and Sean's video of my new products with ThermoWeb that I didn't get a chance to do it tonight. So I apologize. Normally, I promise you, normally you would see all of them. And the regulars here will tell you that. I'm really sorry. Normally you would see all of them, but unfortunately tonight they're not there. Unfortunately, they're not there. Normally they would be. So I promise you, if you come back, Dory, and I hope you will come back and hang out with us, you will see them there. Yeah, you will see them there. Hello, Huntress. So there you go. So there is our card. You could add a sentiment to it if you would like. You don't have to add a sentiment, obviously. I love, 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 love the way that this little fairy garden turned out. Again, remember, with the fairy garden set, remember, yes, everyone, if you could welcome Dory, that would be awesome. Welcome to our family. We certainly appreciate you being here. So this is, it's just, yeah, it's something that's very different, very unique. Again, oh, hello, Gail. Thank you for subscribing. Everyone say hi to Gail as well. So it's just very simple. You can make this into a shaker if you would like. You can do so many different things with this. But like I said, the Scene Builder is probably one of my favorite stamps that we've done in a long time. Because if you look at the stamp set, and I'll show you guys it real quick here. If you look at the stamp set, you can build your fairy garden, right? So we give you these base fairy gardens, and I love this one that has, it's a broken little pot, but we give you all these different pieces to build your fairy garden with. So you get the clouds and the windows and the doors and the little ladders, all of these good things. And I promise what I'm going to do, Dory, I'm going to, yeah, welcome. We're a friendly bunch here, Dory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I link the products below so that you guys are able to get them if you're watching this video in the future. But I thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Does anybody have any questions for me? I can't wait to use these little pieces too. These come in the inspiration box. I just think these are so cool. And they smell so good. Oh, thank you for ordering your necklace. I hope you love it as much as I do. I think that everyone, I might be giving those away as gifts this year. Friendly and a little nutsy. Yes. The price point on the Vine ribbon. The update will be coming to you by tomorrow afternoon, Ronnie. Just check your email. Check your email. By tomorrow afternoon. Heather, $2.99. Yep, $2.99. And you get a lot. I think you get a whole yard of it. Yeah, I think you get a whole yard of it. Oh, Kijo, this vine is right up your alley, my friend. It's right up your alley. Because it has the, do you see how detailed it is? I want you guys to take a look. I hope you can see how detailed it is. Do you see how detailed it is? Let me get it up and hopefully it focuses. It's very, very, very detailed. And now it's not going to focus because I'm wanting it to. But yeah, it's super, super detailed. It has, you can see even the little vein on it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it because it's delicate, but it's detailed, if that makes sense. It's delicate, but it's detailed. And again, at that price point of $2.99, I think it's, oh, satin double stitched. There you go. There you go. Thank goodness Heather's here because yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Heather. So thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, thank you all so very much for your orders. I'm so incredibly excited to share with you guys that in just a couple of weeks, hello, Simon. In just a couple of weeks, I will be debuting our Halloween products, our Halloween stamps. So as you guys know, we have the Sentimental Spooky Sentiments is coming back because you guys have been ringing Heather's phone off the hook for the Spooky Sentiment stamp set. So I'm bringing it back for you guys. And then we have 2 other stamp sets that are coming, as well as 2 stencils that are coming. And then you guys, for the Christmas launch, we have 20 products, 16 or 20 products. So we'll be talking about the Christmas launch. We have 3 exclusive new embossing powders that are coming for Christmas, and they are just going to jingle your jangle. I'll tell you that all day long. They are a really, really cool, really, really interesting and different, funky yet fun embossing powder. And of course, also remember, keep your eye peeled because we do have the brand new Brutus Monroe glow-in-the-dark embossing powder. And I promise you, it is bright. It is so sparkly and so luminescent. I can't wait for you to see the glow-in-the-dark embossing powder. Now, I just want you to know that the glow-in-the-dark embossing powder, we are bringing in as much as we possibly can. I'm just letting you guys know. But it's going to sell out. I know that it is. I mean, we're bringing in literally as much as we possibly can. So I'm just letting you guys know that it's going to, as soon as I come live and I tell you guys about it, grab it. It is the same that's in the store, Heather. So it's, if you guys have had the opportunity to come to the Brutus Monroe Studio store, we've been testing our glow-in-the-dark embossing powder for quite some time now. We've been testing it for quite some time now in the store, and it's super reactive. Oh, awesome, Heather. So you've been able to purchase it since June in our store, but we're now offering it in the full containers. That was the very first powder to go in our store when folks were purchasing it in the store. So it'll be available soon. We also have, I think, 4 new colors of glitter glaze that are coming. Plus, if you get next, oh yeah, someone has a whole jar for $200. Someone, they literally, I think that they almost bought it, but I think their husband was giving them an evil eye. But just so you guys know, next month's box, I want to preface this because I'm going to be able to hopefully show you guys info about next month's box probably in about a week or 2. Next month's box has a special glitter glaze that will never be released again. I'm going to repeat that. There is a special glitter glaze that is in next month's box that will only be released in the box. And let me tell you right now, it is gorgeous. Also, the dies that are in the box next month, you're going to want the box just for the dies, I'm telling you right now. But wait till you see the stamp set. And I can tell you that it's all about feathers and all about peacocks. That is what next month's is. It's called Feathered Friends. You're getting some incredible ribbons. You're getting some beautiful glitters. You're getting some astounding embellishments. And of course, remember, we have our ultra special box next month. It's $49.99, and that is the Halloween box. It's called All Hallows Eve. So we got the labels in today for the boxes. So Kathy is going to be rum-tum-tumming tomorrow. We are going to be rocking and rolling tomorrow, getting everything. I know, Kara. I can't wait till you see the stamp set. The stamp set doesn't have peacocks on it because I wanted for it to just be more feathers. But you'll see the layering pieces have peacocks. Yeah. Oh, awesome, Kim. Yeah, I take a lot of time in creating those things. I think that's important. Yes, and you can reserve the box by emailing Heather. That's something new that she's going to be starting to do, is helping you to reserve the box beforehand. And it's something special we're doing for our YouTube family because you guys are so awesome and you come and hang out with me. So we want to try to get things, rocking a little bit ahead of time for you guys, which I think that that's something cool that we can do for you guys. So thank you all so very much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you all so much for placing your orders tonight. I really appreciate that. I really do. The subscription and the special box, you can order either from her. So yes. So thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. You know how much I love all of you. You really do. And thank you for being a part of my life, and thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I will not see you guys tomorrow. I almost forgot to tell you, I will not see you guys tomorrow because I'm going to see the Broadway musical Aladdin. Not in New York, don't worry. I will be back Saturday for the class, but I am going to see Aladdin tomorrow. So I won't see you guys tomorrow night. Who knows? I might be, you know, full of vigor whenever I get home, so I might still come hang out with you guys, but I don't know. So just make sure to create your own ending. Remember to create something. Remember to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. I can't wait to see all of you guys soon. You'll get the email by tomorrow. By tomorrow afternoon, D. If you guys don't get the email tomorrow afternoon, please, please, please either call us or it's at the Benedum. It's at the Benedum. We actually just got our season tickets. It's something that Rob and I treat ourselves to every year. We get season tickets, and this year it's 7 shows, and I'm really, really excited. So thank you all so much. Oh, Heather, speaking of which, remind me tomorrow to take a picture and give you the dates of those shows. If you guys don't know, Heather does my schedule. And if Heather doesn't know when those shows are, we could get in trouble. Yeah, Heather does an amazing job at making sure that I am where I am supposed to be. So thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm going to go get a bite to eat. Thank you for being a part of my life. Remember to create your own ending, and I will see you guys soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.